Welcome to Rick's Corner, brought to you by Old School Labs, the brand I trust and the only one I put my name to. Use my code drasin12 on the link below.
Welcome to Rick's Corner. The man, the myth, the legend. Now on with the show.
Well, welcome to Rick Drasin Live, the other side of Rick's Corner. Now there's two of me and I'm beside myself. I have toyed with the idea and I've actually made it happen. I'm going to be coming out with a podcast, working on that now, which will have a different subject matter each time I do it. And then I'll have Rick's Corner, which will have a different subject matter every time I do it. And then I will have Facebook Live, which also has a different subject matter every time I do it. So I have to do a lot of thinking, and oh boy, here comes the ice cream wagon. I haven't done one of those since I was 5 years old. Maybe I'll have them come in and give me something. Anyway, I was at the gym today, and I know I've said this over and over and over again. I went over to do some stretching on a bench, and there was two guys sitting there. There was a seated lat machine, and both of them have their headsets on and they're texting. You know how I feel about that, and a lot of you feel the same way. It's not a place to have your phone in the gym. Leave the phone in the car. Nothing can't wait until you're done working out. And then I go to Starbucks and there's like 5 people in line. Everybody waiting is on their cell phone. It's like, this is getting to be crazy stuff going on. So I know I can't control it. And I've come to the conclusion, I've said this over and over again, don't get upset at things you can't control. Because there are certain things in life you have no control over. And if you dwell on it, you're going to eat yourself up alive. And so you don't want that to happen, because it's just not worth trying to control somebody else or a situation that's completely out of your hands. There's nothing you can do about it. Well, anyway, I'm looking around the gym at people working out, and I always like to observe. And if you're ever in the gym, I'm probably watching you too. And I like to give compliments to those who I know are doing well, like this young boy today was doing so well. And I said, you know, your body's really changed. You've done very well. And he took his headset off right away. He says, what? See, I'm paying you a compliment and you can't even hear me. No, you look good. You've been training for a while. And I noticed, oh, thank you so much. I said, you know, you can walk around and tell people that they're fat and they don't look well and this and that, but no one ever says when you look good. I want to tell you look good. So whatever you're doing, and how's your diet? He says, my diet's clean. He says, that's probably the main thing that really helped me was my diet. I know I train hard. I said, you do train hard, except over there on the lap machine, you were on your phone. See, I worked my way into this. Leave the phone in the cubbyhole. Don't bring it to your workout. I'll tell you why. You're going to distract yourself. That's another couple of minutes you could put into your workout. And it takes your mind off what you're doing. And you need your mind to focus on every set and every rep. Otherwise, you're going to not get any benefit out of it. You'll get more if you don't have your phone. And I know I'm right about this because I'm always right. No, I'm just kidding with you. No, most of the time I am, actually. So I had decided, since I've had these injuries and I'm walking pretty good now, I still carry my cane around because I'm losing a little balance, and plus I get a lot of sympathy and people open doors for me, which is also nice. So I sat down this past couple of weeks and I'm doing my workouts, and I'm doing legs as well. I'm doing 15 sets of upper body on chest and 15 sets on back, 15 on shoulders and arms and down the line like that. But I've gone to a medium to a lighter weight, and I've made every rep count. I don't throw reps away. So, I mean, it's like, if you're pulling a rep in and you let it out slow, and you pull it back slow and let it out slow. Well, the difference was amazing. I have never been this sore in years working out, and it's not even a heavy weight. So I know it's working for me, and I get a lot out of it. I'm not even going to try to go heavy. And in fact, I don't even think I can anymore. So I want to just pass it on to others who think they need to do something to change their gains, and sometimes that really works. Now, there's also people that come to the gym, and the first thing they do is bench press because it's chest, and they want a big chest, and then they do arms. And then they call it a workout. I did chest and arms. Look at me. I'm so big. Look at this and that. And I think, no, man, it's not what it's all about. If you wash your car, you just wouldn't wash one fender, would you? Wouldn't you wash the whole thing? Work the whole body. Go to every body part and split it up during the week and do chest. Chest and back are great together. They're opposing muscle groups, and they work really, really well. Then you can go to shoulders on that day if you want, or you can wait till the next day and go to shoulders. And once you're done with shoulders, you work your right down to arms, because you're right there on shoulders anyway. Then the next day you do legs, and then you take a day off. This way you got the whole body done. So you want to work the whole body. I know people that tell me, I don't want to work my legs. I don't care about doing legs. Well, you better do them. I mean, I couldn't do it for a year because I was injured. And you think I don't feel bad about it? I only wear shorts on one leg. So I'm doing them again, but you do have to work the whole body. It's just important to have symmetrical. shape to your body. Because if you don't, you're out of symmetry. It looks really bad. Years ago, they used to make fun of the older bodybuilders who didn't work legs. They said their legs look like toothpicks compared to a big upper body. And then they started thinking, well, I better start doing some squats and lunges because it is part of your foundation. And having a foundation is what makes things work. You wouldn't have your house without a foundation that'd fall apart in the wind. Well, your body, your legs are your foundation. You want them strong. You want them to feel good underneath you when you walk. You don't want them to wobble and fall apart like a cheap suit from Tijuana where all the threads come out. So take that and work with it. Just split it up. You can do it. And then another thing is abs. Someone said to me, well, you know, I don't want to work abs. I don't like doing them. I said, well, you don't have to really work them hard. If you do 100 reps of leg raises, that's plenty. And there are people who will differ with me on that. No, you got to do 1,000 crunches. No, you don't. I had really good abs. I had an 8-pack, and it wasn't from doing that. I do 100 leg raises a day. That was it. It was from watching my carbohydrates. Once I cut my carbs down, my abs came out. They're underneath there, the fat and all that. You just got to get rid of the fat, and that's what brings them out. So there was a guy in the gym yesterday who has been texting me or emailing me. He works at a Gold's over in Culver City, and he's lost like 140 pounds, and he looks tremendous, and I'm going to have him on my show. And he did that by dieting and working out. He looks like a different person. He's got a really good bicep and all that. So he learned, he listened, and he did what I said, and it's worked for him. And I do get a lot of emails from people who will watch this show of mine, and they follow my routine, they follow my diet, and they get the results they want. And I get lots of emails, and I've saved most of them in a fan box or a fan mail folder because who knows, I may put them up one day and go through them again for somebody. But it's not a difficult thing to do to get in shape. You've just got to put your mind to what you want to do. Get in the gym is the hardest thing. Get out of bed, make your bed, because that's the first thing of organization and being accomplished throughout the day. Once you make your bed, you can go on down the line from there, get everything done. And then if you have it possible in the morning, you hit the gym. If you can't, then you go later. But I used to go in the evening for a short period of time when I was working on movies, and I hated it. It was just so crowded. But I did go. But I found that mornings work much better. You get your workout done, you feel invigorated, you feel healthy, you're full of energy. You go about the whole day after that, but you got it all behind you. So I just wanted to spread the word on that. I think it's real important. It's important to eat. And some people don't eat before they work out, and they say your fat on your body burns quicker, which I think it might because the intermittent fasting does that. But when I wake up hungry and I want to eat. So I have my egg whites. I like whole eggs, but I eat egg whites from Egg Whites International. I mix them in a blender and add my fuel to it, which gives it a little flavor, and then some oatmeal and banana, and then I go to the gym. And then afterwards, I usually go out and I get like an omelet, 5-egg omelet and cottage cheese. And today I had a fat-free pancake, or no, gluten-free pancake with sugar-free dressing, or syrup. And that was pretty good. And so that made my day for them. Now tonight, I don't know, maybe Thai food, but that's just chicken and noodles. So if you follow a routine like that, you can do pretty well. And someone had asked me, what about your cheat days? Do you go off and eat cakes and cookies and all that? Well, years ago I did. I mean, I used to use Sunday as a cheat day, and I'd have a cheesecake, and I'd have ice cream and pizza, chocolate chip cookies, and I'd even eat the dough before they were made. But I don't do that anymore. I found that it's not necessary. I'm not hungry for that. And so I don't take a cheat day. But if I do go out on a weekend and I'm out with somebody, I'll share a little dessert with them, but I won't eat more than, maybe 3 or 4 bites, if that. And then I feel like, oh, why did I do that? I don't want to eat that stuff. Anyway, I wanted to pass all this information around. I think it's good, and I think you need to know this. And I think if you want to be successful, you've got to think positive. That means that you got to surround yourself with positive, successful people. Get rid of those living rent-free in your brain that are just draining you down with all their problems, all their negativity, because they're never going to change. They're going to bring you down to their level, and they're going to be happy when you become one of them, and that's what you don't want to become. I found that going out in public's been a little bit of a struggle lately because it's like a double-edged sword. I have a show that's very popular, and people stop me and talk to me, and I don't mind talking to people. I like it a lot. But then there's sometimes I just want to be alone. If I go to Starbucks in the morning by myself, sometimes I like to visit. Sometimes I just don't want to be bothered. This gives me food for thought for my shows and what I want to get accomplished throughout the day. And it's good to have that alone time. Sometimes you just need to be with yourself. Sometimes when it comes to Saturday night, I'll take myself to a movie. And I'll look at myself and I'll say, hey, Rick, You want to go to a movie? And yeah, I'll go to the movie with you. All right, come on, let's go get in the car. Let's go. And I'll take myself and I'll treat myself to popcorn. I'll share it with the other part of me and my Coke or whatever. And I'll say, okay, that was pretty good. You like it? Yeah, I liked it. How about let's go to dinner now? I'm just beside myself. Anyway, that's kind of fun. I enjoy my company. So if you can enjoy your company, you got it made. You don't need anybody else because somebody else might throw water on the fire. I wonder if there's any questions on here. You know, I don't wear glasses because I'm too vain. No, it's just because my eyes go bad from doing computer work. And then when I look on this laptop, everything is like 6-point print. Anyway, I wanted to say that. And one more thing I wanted to say, because I'm full of wind today, because it's windy out. One key to having a good body for men and women, or to look good, is posture. You need to stand up straight. You need to tuck that stomach in, stick the chest out, and keep your head high. First of all, it makes you look more athletic. It makes you more appealing looking, aesthetic looking, and you might add an inch or two to your height because you're standing up straight. Now, this past year that I've had this leg injury, I kept finding myself leaning forward, and I took a cane because the cane kept me from falling forward. And someone said to me, "Why are you leaning forward so much?" I said, "I'm looking for money on the ground, and I already found a couple of bucks." Now, it's just that's the way my back was from walking with that thing, but I'm trying to improve my posture, sit up straight, walk straighter, keep your stomach in, and you'll look a lot better. I had a girlfriend years ago who had the smallest waist. It was concave. I said, "How do you do that? How is your waist so small?" She said, "I trained myself at a young age to hold my stomach in and, you know, like really hold it in like posing." And she said, after a while, I didn't have to. It just stayed, and it didn't take any effort. So you might want to try that. And you also might want to try some of these rubber waistbands that come out to train in. They take all the water out of your waist, and they shrink it down. I have a friend who does that. He's been on my show. He's got a tiny waist. He wears like a girdle all day, all day, all day. If he enters a show, it makes his waist look like it's about 27, and as everything else is bigger. Well, that's about enough information for now. It's something I wanted to get out of the box and share with you, which I have. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you watch my Rick's Corner. I have Corey Everson coming on the end of the week, and Miss Olympia 6 times, 7 times, and we're going to have a good time. We have a lot to talk about. I've known her for a long time. And I got a lot of good people coming. So stay tuned for more Rick's Corner. Make sure you click on my website. I have my old vintage shirts for sale at iworkout.com from the 80s designs. I have the original gold shirt for sale with my signature on it. That's on there as well. I also sell the 8x10 gold pictures that I draw up for you, and I autograph and sign them, and I send them out. That's also on my website. You can hang it on your wall, and you can say, "Rick told me so." All right, guys. I'll see y'all next time, and thank you for listening to me go on and on and on. But I know you got some good information out of this. Bye-bye. Have a great evening. Hope you enjoyed the video brought to you by Old School Labs. Use my discount code DRASIN12 on the link below at oldschoollabs.com. Hey everyone, now you can have the Gold's Gym logo drawn by me, the artist Rick Drasin, personalized and made out to you and signed by me to frame and put on your gym wall or wherever you see fit to do so. It's a piece of bodybuilding history. It will never be duplicated again. It's the largest selling icon t-shirt logo in the world, and I'm the guy that drew it, and I will draw it for you. Just go to my website, rickdrasin.com, and order there. You can pay through PayPal, and it'll be sent out right away. And be sure to watch Rick's Corner for all the videos on bodybuilding, nutrition, fitness, pro wrestling, and anything that suits your interest as far as getting physically fit and being the best you can be from the golden era of bodybuilding.
He's the equalizer, baby. See you next time.